Today we will discuss about arithmetic progression. Chapter number 5, arithmetic progression. Now let us see the sequence of numbers like 2, 4, 6, 8. These numbers are in some pattern. 2, 4, 6, and you can see that these are the even numbers. But one thing, we can find out any number by adding some constant numbers with the preceding number. Like you can see here, if we add 2 with the first term, this is the first term. If we add 2 with the first term, then it will become 4. Like 2, if we add plus 2 with this 2, then it will become 2 plus 2, 4. In the same way, if we add 2 with 4, that means plus 2. 4 plus 2, it becomes 6. Again, if we add 2 with 6, then it will become 8. So, here you can see the difference between any two consecutive numbers is 2. That is constant, means fixed, a fixed number. So, in the same way, if we want to find out the next term, this is the first, second, third, fourth. Now, if we want to find out the fifth term of this series, that for that we need we need to add 2 with 8, then it will become 10. So 10 will be the fifth term of this series or of this sequence. So just we need to add a constant number. Here it is 2 with any number, then we can find out the next number. So here if we add 2 with the first number 2, then we can find out 4. In the same way, if we add 2 with 4, then it will become 6. And again, if we add 2 with 6, then we will find the next number 8. And same way, if we add 2 with 8, then we will find the fifth term. Then in the same way, if we add again 2 with 10, then it will become 12. That will be the sixth term. In the same way, here we can see that there is a constant term. The constant term here 2. So 2 is known as the common difference. You can see the difference between this first two term is 2, second and third term is 2, the difference between fourth and third is 2, and same way fifth and fourth it is 2. So this is known as the common difference. It is common for every consecutive two terms. In the same way, you can see that here is minus half, 0, half and 1. Same way, if we add half with minus half, if we add half with minus half, then it will become 0. So if we add minus half with the first term, then we can find out the second term. Same way, if we add half from in the second term with the second term, then you can find out half. The same way, if we add half with the third term, then we can find out the fourth term. That means here also you can see there is common difference, that is half. That means if we add half with the first term, then you can find out second term. If we add half, then you can find out with the second term, then you can find out the third term. Same way, if we add half with the third term, then you can find out the fourth term. Same way, if we again add half with the fourth term, then you can find out the fifth term. If we add this, then it will become 3 by 2. 3 by 2. So 3 by 2 is the fifth term. In the same way, if we add again half with the term 3 by 2, then you can find out the sixth term. So this half is common difference. This half here is a constant. There is no change. So this difference are known as the common difference. Okay. Now let us see another pattern. 4, 9, 11, 13 and so on. So here the difference is, if we subtract 4 from 9, then it will become 5. That means if we add 5 with 4, then it will become 5. If we add 5 with 4, then it will become 9. That means if we add 5 with the first term, then you can find out the second term. In the same way, here if we want to add something with 9 to find 11, so we need to add 2 here. That means if we add 2 with 9, then it will become 11. And again, if we add 2 with 11, then it will become 13. So 11 plus 2 equal to 13. But here you can see that 5, 2, 2. That means the difference are not same. So this is not in the sequence as before we have seen. So after that, we can't predict the next number, that means the fifth term. What will be the fifth term here? We can't find out because the difference are not same for the any two consecutive numbers. So in this case, this is not in AP, but in this case, in this type of situation is known as the numbers are in AP. But here we can see the difference are not same. That's why these numbers are not in some pattern. So we can't predict the next number, but here we can predict the next number. So this type of situation, or you can say series or sequence, is known as the arithmetic progression. Same way you can see the this case also, -8, 5, 0 and 1. So if we add 3, if we add 3 here, if we add 3 with the first term, if we add 3 with the first term, so it will become -5. In the same way, if we add 5 with -5, then it will become 0. That means the third term. Same way, if we add 1 with 0, then it will become 1. That means the difference here also is not same. 3, 5 and 1. So there the difference are not same. And so we can't predict the next term. That means we can't find out the fifth term. So these are not in some pattern, or you can say in sequence. So this is not in arithmetic progression. But here we can say they are in some pattern and the difference are same. That means constant. So that's why this is known as the arithmetic progression. Now, definition of arithmetic progression. Arithmetic progression is a sequence of numbers or terms, sequence of numbers and terms in which each term is obtained by adding a constant to the preceding term. That means in arithmetic progression, we can easily find out any term by adding a constant term with the preceding number. That means with any number, if we add any constant term with any number, then we can find out the next term of this sequence or series. So this is known as arithmetic progression, and the constant is called the common difference. The constant here 2 or here half, this are known as the common difference, and it is known as common difference, and it is denoted by D. Now, if D is not constant, that is for the second case, you can see D are not, that means the common difference are not same. So if D is not constant, then the sequence is not in AP. Then the sequence is not in AP. So if the common difference here, the second case here, 5, 2, 2 or 3, 5, 1, they're not same. So that's why these are not in AP. But here the common differences are same for two cases. So these are in AP. D can be positive number, negative number or 0 also. So the value of D can be positive number, negative number or 0 also. Now find the sixth term in the sequence. Here also it is given a sequence. Now we need to find out the sixth term. 2, 4, 6, 8. So this is fourth term. So fifth, then sixth. So we can find out by adding 2 with 8, then it will become fifth term. Then again, if we add 2 with the fifth term, then we can find out the sixth term. In the same way, find the 13th term in the sequence. Here -5, 15, -11, -7, -3, ... that is so on. So it is now we need to add one by one, then we can find out the 13th term. But we need to find out a general term, or you can say nth term. So for finding general term or nth term for a sequence, now we can in generally we can write a1, a2, a3, a4 dot 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 an. That means first term, second term, third term, fourth term, and nth term. This is nth term. So first term, second term, third term, fourth term, nth term. Now if the difference between any two consecutive numbers, just a2 minus a1, this will be equal to, if it is in AP, this sequence, if it is in AP, then obviously it must be satisfy the sequence in this way. A2 minus A1, that is the difference between two consecutive number, that will be equal to A3 minus A2, that will be equal to A4 minus A3, and dot 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 dot, that will be equal to an minus 1 equal to d with the common difference. That means the difference between any two consecutive number must be equal in for AP. So if the difference between any two consecutive numbers are not same, then this will be not in AP. For examples, suppose 6, 9, 12, 15 and so on. So say 9 minus 6 is 3, that means second term minus first term become 3, then third term minus second term, that is 12 minus 9, 3, and fourth term minus third term, that is 15 minus 12 equal to 3. So you can see that their difference are same here, the difference are same. Now hence d is equals to 3 here, that means the common difference is 3, that is common difference is same, common differences are same, hence the series is in AP. So in this case we can say that this series in or sequence, this series or sequence is in AP. Now another sequence 2, 4, 8, 16. So here second term minus first term, that means 4 minus 2 equal to 2, and third term minus second term, that means 8 minus 4 equal to 4, and fourth term minus third term, that means 16 minus 8 equal to 8. Hence the difference between any two consecutive number are not same because of 2, 4, 8, these are not same, hence the series is not in AP. So in this type of case you can easily say that which sequence is in AP and which sequence is not in AP. For that you need to check the difference between any two consecutive numbers. Okay, so we have already discussed that if we add a constant term with any term, then we can find out the next term in a sequence, and that will be in AP. Now suppose A I have taken as a first term A and common difference D. Now if we add common difference D with the first term, then we can find out the second term, so A plus D. So if we add D with the first term A, then it will become A plus D. The same way, if we add D with the second term, that means A plus D, so it will be A plus 2D. So we can find out the third term. And same way, if we add again D with the third term, that means A plus 2D plus D, that means A plus 3D, we can find out the fourth term. In the same way, if we add again D with the fourth term, that means A plus 3D plus D, it will become A plus 4D, that will be the fifth term, and so on. Now we can rewrite the terms as A is the first term, the second term can be written as second term, that is second term 2. So we can write A plus 2 minus 1 into D. So 2 minus 1 means 1, then that will be the same as the previous A plus D. So if we subtract 2 minus 1, so it will become 1, so 1D. So A plus D is same because of second term, that's why we need to express by 2. So A plus 2 minus 1 into D, this will be second term. Third term, this is the third term, but here it is 2, but it can be written as A plus 3 minus 1 into D. That means 3 minus 1 means 2, so A plus 2D, and this can be expressed as A plus 3 minus 1 into D. Same way, fourth term A plus 3D, first, second, third, fourth term A plus 3D, so it can be expressed as A plus 4 minus 1, 4 minus 1 means 3, so 4 minus 1D. So A plus 3D can be written as A plus 4 minus 1 into D, so this will be the fourth term. In the same way, fifth term we can write A plus fifth term, that means A plus 4D, it can be written as A plus 5 minus 1 into D. and so on. And nth term, here also you can write nth term an, nth term an we can write a plus n minus 1 and d in the same way. Here a be the first term and d be the common difference. Now a1 can be written as a only because of single a. Now a2 can be written as a2, that means the second term. a2, that means the second term, is a plus 2 minus 1 into d. So here also 2, here also 2. So just we can see that these two are same. So this will be in a sequence like, so a2 is equals to a plus 2 minus 1 into d, as I have written here. So a3 will be a plus 3 minus 1 into d, that means a plus 2d. That means here 3, then here will be 2, 1 less. So a4 equal to a plus 4 minus 1 into d, that means a plus 3d. Same way f5 equal to a plus 5 minus 1 into d, that means a plus 4d, fourth term, fifth term. Same way if we want to write the nth term an equal to a plus n minus 1 into d, that means we need to write one less than this n, so n minus 1. So this is the formula for finding nth term. So an equal to a plus n minus 1 d into d. This is the first equation of the AP, and this is known as the formula for finding the nth term. That means if we put any number here, we can find out the we can find out any term. Like suppose if we put the value of a equal to 1, that means a1. Then if we put here 1, so 1 minus 1 0, so there will be a only. That will become, find out that will become the first term. Now if we put n equal to 1, in n equal to 2, so a2 will be a plus 2 minus 1, that is 1, that means d. So a plus d, so that will be the second term. So in this way we can find out any term. So an equals to a plus n minus 1 d equal to, sometime this will be the formula for finding the nth term, and this is the last term also we can say. An can be written as L also, and L means the last term of the sequence.